On an especially stormy night, as torrents of rain lashed against the ancient walls of a secluded countryside mansion, Thomas, a weary traveler, sought shelter from the tempest. The mansion, long abandoned except for the occasional rattling of its weathered bones, stood stark against the howling winds. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows, creating an unsettling atmosphere that put Thomas on edge. As he wandered through the dimly lit hallways, he felt the weight of the mansion's past press down upon him, whispering secrets through the cracks and crevices. In the middle of the grand hallway stood an ornate mirror, gilded with intricate designs that glinted even in the meager light. Driven by both curiosity and an inexplicable pull, Thomas stepped closer to the mirror. Its surface was cool to the touch, and he could see his own reflection staring back at him, weariness etched in his features. As he gazed into the depths of the glass, a sudden, deafening crack of thunder reverberated through the mansion, and to his astonishment, his reflection began to twist and distort. Peering deeper, he noticed a shadow looming behind him, its outline obscured by darkness. The air around him thickened. He instinctively turned, but the hallway was empty, save for the flickering candle that cast elongated shadows on the wall. Breathing heavily, he returned his gaze to the mirror, only to find whispers surfacing from its depths. Unintelligible yet disturbingly enticing, the shadows started swirling around the edges of the mirror, pulsating like living entities, feeding off his fear. As lightning illuminated the hallway once more, he noticed his reflection smiling, a chilling, grotesque grin that spread across its face despite his own terror. It was a smile unlike his, a sinister mask of longing and malice. Heart-pounding, Thomas stepped back, contemplating whether he was losing his mind. Then, without warning, the reflection winked, as if it shared a wicked secret. Driven to desperation, Thomas grasped a hefty candlestick resting on a nearby table, and, with a swift motion, shattered the mirror into countless shards. But the act did not free him. Instead, his heart dropped as he realized that the reflection remained intact within the broken pieces, its laughter echoing off the walls, a hollow mocking sound that reverberated through the house.
You can't escape!
Its voice a slick, smooth serpentine hiss that chilled him to the bone. The shards of glass reflected his fear, but they also revealed glimpses of other trapped souls. Faces twisted in terror and anguish, pleading silently for release, their once vibrant eyes now dull and lifeless. Thomas's stomach churned at the realization. He was not the first to fall prey to this malevolent relic. As the walls of the mansion seemed to pulse in rhythm with the pounding of his heart, he felt the very structure closing in around him, shadows coiling and creeping along the walls toward him. The whispers grew louder, forming words that clawed at his sanity.
Join us, become one with the mirror.
Desperation surged within him as he stumbled away, trying to escape the oppressive weight of the darkness threatening to engulf him. In a final act of defiance, Thomas ran through the mansion searching for an exit, yet every door he turned to was locked or vanished into the dark. The laughter echoed relentlessly, taunting him into despair and promises of eternity within the glass. The mirror's malevolent influence seeped into his mind, flooding him with images of his own reflection, gently beckoning him and whispering twisted promises of power and immortality. Realizing he could never truly escape, Thomas collapsed to his knees, tears streaming down his cheeks as he gritted his teeth against the whispers that now felt like tendrils wrapping around his mind, pulling him closer to the mirror. His eyes darted back to the shards scattered across the floor, where every flicker of candlelight revealed more lost souls trapped for eternity, waiting for someone to join them. In those chilling moments, Thomas surrendered to the darkness creeping into his heart, knowing that he, too, would soon be another reflection in the ancient mirror, lost among the shadows, forever staring back at a world he could never touch or feel again. The mansion fell silent, save for the storm raging outside, while the mirror, now gleaming with new life, awaited its next unsuspecting victim, whispers echoing into the night, a promise of horror that would never fade.